The biggest thing was just like take some rest and make a decision for myself, which is at times can be hard to do, and I'm honestly proud of myself.
Caitlin Clark sees her exclusion from Team USA as a blessing in disguise. She feels that it's a much-needed break because you can't keep going forward without taking time to recharge. She felt mentally and physically exhausted from competing for a year straight, so she decided to take a break from the game. Obviously, she's been extremely fortunate to have so many amazing opportunities over the past year. Achievements. The 22-year-old is still human, feeling the pressure and exhaustion of being constantly in the spotlight when Caitlin started her senior season at Iowa with an exhibition game against DePaul at the crossover at Kinnick. She drew a record-breaking crowd of 5,566,984 fired for the Women's National Basketball Association, getting drafted by the Fever just weeks after playing in the NCAA National Championship game, where Iowa lost to South Carolina. She was soon in training camp, preparing for her professional career. The sports world was eager to see how Caitlin would perform in the Women's National Basketball Association. However, the Fever's grueling opening schedule of 11 games in 20 days led to a tough 2-9 start. Since then, Caitlin and the Fever have found their stride, winning 9 of their last 15 games, bringing their record to 11-15, and securing 7th place in the playoff race after the Women's National Basketball Associate All-Star Game, where she recorded 4 points and 10 assists. "I really can't wait to put away my basketball for a little," Caitlin remarked. "This last year, I took far too many pictures of her, even though she seemed superhuman in her calmness and tenacity." After competing in the Women's National Basketball Association All-Star Tournament earlier this month, Caitlin emphasized that she plays basketball in addition to living her daily life like everyone else. She also emphasized that it's difficult to be a professional athlete because people don't always realize that you're just like everyone else. As the globe gets ready for the 2024 Paris Olympics, Caitlin Clark told reporters she expects the layoff to feel weird. "I'll probably be anxious not touching a basketball, but I need to take a break," she said. Connor McCaffrey, the girlfriend of the Women's National Basketball Association rookie, and a few of her teammates from the Indiana Fever are spending the league's Olympic break in Mexico, according to the New York Post. On July 24, Samuelson posted a picture of Hall and Clark lounging on a floating mat in the water, captioning it as just a couple of mermaids. On their Instagram stories, McCaffrey and Clark have both posted memorable memories from their vacation. Many found it strange that the basketball superstar left Team USA. McFarland published a scenic shot of a boat's bow pointing toward the horizon, and he posted a picture of himself and Clark flashing PE signs while lounging on a seaside deck. However, sports writer Jamila Hill pointed out that Caitlin Clark she went from playing college ball to becoming a professional with a demanding schedule, so a few weeks off isn't the worst thing in the world. Eventually, she will make an Olympic team. The Olympic break allows Clark to take a break from the intense pressure she's faced for the past 6 months. Hill wrote on X, "From Hill's perspective, Spoon Clark's tireless efforts have nearly propelled her team into the playoffs. Now, however, she deserves some time off to recover and get ready for the challenges that lie ahead as she continues to lead her team further into the league. Her team can't afford for her to lose her rhythm, so it makes sense for her to take a break and regain her superhuman strength." Tempo. Thanks to Caitlin Clark, who climbed the steps to the interview, Indiana has already surpassed that mark this season after being at its lowest point the previous season, winning only 14 games. Her impact on the club has been astounding. Podium said, "I'm on vacation," during the Women's National Basketball Association All-Star Game on Saturday night. She informed the journalists, "All right, last time for a month, get your questions in," as she sat down and grinned broadly. Though Clark maintained a cheerful attitude throughout the entire 6-minute session, she was focused on one thing. This was her last assignment before her first break from basketball in almost a year. Although she didn't disclose her vacation spot, she was excited to take a break from the game. Clark also cracked jokes and answered questions thoroughly. "To be honest, I'm eager to put the basketball away for a time." Clark said, laughing, "I've taken too many shots this past year." After the session, she jumped out of her seat, wished everyone a nice month, and quickly made her way down the stairs. She finally got a break, which is well deserved. She's been playing high-level basketball non-stop since September 2023, when her Iowa Hawkeyes began preparing for the 2023-24 college season. She went through 5 months of intense competition, ultimately reaching the 2024 national championship game. Then just a week later, Clark was drafted by the Fever. Less than a month after her last college game with the Hawkeyes, she was in training camp, gearing up for her rookie season. Given her rising fame, she is easily recognized and constantly in the spotlights physically, mentally, and emotionally. It has been a relentless journey for the Hawkeye-turned-Fever star. She knows she needs time to unwind. The first half of the season has been emotionally draining for most of the Fever players. They faced increased scrutiny this season, with more fans and media than ever covering the Indiana team. The young teens' demanding opening schedule of 11 games in 20 days left them with little time for practice, which led to a rough 2-9 start. During that time, social media was ablaze with criticism, with people analyzing Clark's body language and that of her new teammates, as well as calls for coach sides to be fired, trades to be made, and Clark to find a better situation. However, since that difficult start, the Fever has improved significantly, going 9-6 and reaching a 115 record at the break, putting them firmly in playoff contention, sitting in 7th place in the league after a strenuous 26 games. Everyone needs some time to decompress, and these guys have enjoyed from 1 to 8. You know that start against the best teams in the league early back-to-backs. Fever guard Lexi Hall said in a TikTok that she and some teammates were heading to Mexico after their game against the Dallas Wings on Wednesday, but she didn't specify who would be joining her. The only Fever player not taking a break is Chris Wallace, who is traveling to the Olympics with Team Australia. It's just that they kept showing up, trying to get better even when we couldn't practice. I'm just so proud of them for that. Before beginning their vacation, Clark and Aaliyah Boston, a second-year center, and Kelsey Mitchell, a 7th-year guard, had to wait a few more days due to fever. They had all-star duties in Phoenix through Saturday night, which culminated in Team Women's National Basketball Association's 117-109 victory over Team USA. Following the game, Boston stated, "I am very excited, I will be resting." What are your thoughts on this? If you were Clark, where would you go on a prime-time vacation? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.